Hey, everybody! Yeah, insert point here. That's because I have an arcade inside the factory. I call it a direct room for the employees and guests. They can go in there and play the games. Um, this is um, Villager Factory that I created, and I'm at 100% right now, so we cannot add anymore. So I kind of finished her up. I got her to the point where I think she's okay. So I posted it up on Workbench, so it's there, so it can be downloaded, and you can go in and take a look, or anybody if they want to download it. I've been looking through the park. It turned out really decent. It's kind of an idea I had, and kind of went with it. And like I said, my friend is the one that suggested a forklift, being able to lift the load and stuff while it's actually moving. So that took a while to work on that. And a lot of the stuff though, my percentage went way up, like the back wall. I had copied the back wall. I thought I could bring it in, turn it around, and have it be the front wall. But once I did that and brought it in, my percentage shot way up, so I got rid of that and brought it back down. That's why you got little windows without glass in them, because I just don't have any more percentage. I'd love to put colored glass in there so that maybe you create a colored look as the sun shines through the glass, but didn't get to put any more glass in. I didn't think there was enough rides, but you have the 2 rides inside the park. Plus you got the paint booth, which is a ride. I've noticed too many people lining up to check it out. So people are getting on board. That's just like these other little rides too. At this moment here in time, I haven't opened up the park yet. I'm still working on it. As you can see, I have to rebuild the castle. What happened there is I had it all created and stuff like that. I went to save it, and there was an automatic save. Well, I deleted the automatic save. That's the one I should have saved. So all that work I did on the castle was negated, so I had to rebuild it. And it's more simplistic than what it was, but it finishes the scene on it. So, like I said, I'm at full 100%, so I can't do anything. I would have loved to have done a whole scene on that whole wall. Maybe on another build I can do something similar to that, because I would like to build a village now using the villagers and creating little shops and little main street, and then kind of fill the village with different characters from the what I'm doing here is I brought in one of the vehicles. I want to take the one character off and give it the impression that it's one was being loaded up onto it. So I had to go through and I had to erase all the different bits and pieces without erasing the actual cart, the 3-wheels cart itself. But like I said, when I've added this stuff to it, that slowly, gradually brought my percentage up. Another thing, my friend, he suggested maybe put colored lights in the water there to make it look like it's being painted. So that's what those 2 items were. They were lights that I was using for something else, but I deleted it, left the lights, so I put those in there, just like a suggestion. Just like with the fencing too, that's one thing he suggested too, that I do more of is fence in my pathways. So that's what I did there, and that took a percentage. By the time I got it done, that actually almost put me up to 99%. But it looks good. It looks like part of the factory. Then I had to go in individually place those little logs, colored logs and stuff to align them. And that turned out pretty cool. And actually, when I open it up, I can get people to actually go on some of these rides. I didn't know if they'd be coming down in here, because the first time I opened up, the majority went over towards the roller coaster, and that's where a majority of them go to. It takes a little bit for enough people to come and get in line for the ride to start up. And I noticed, like with the race cars here, they can have so many customers or guests, and then they'll run the race, but not all the cars will be used. I saw it do that, but this turned out pretty cool. Like I said, I wish I could have done more with that wall there, because I had big plans for it. I had a good looking fort or castle, and like I said, I deleted the wrong one, so I had to go in and rebuild it. And it's okay, but it's not the same one. And I kind of a little bit of because that was a pretty cool looking castle that I had on both sides of the wall. But that's what the idea came to me, with the building the one side, and actually part of it showed up on the other side of the wall. Wait a minute, I can build this scene over here too, put those on the forklifts. And that's what I did. So that one wall has two scenes on it. One side and the outside where the forklifts race past. Yeah. And so I opened the park. And I actually know a lot of people that came in the park, but the first thing they did is they went down towards the roller coaster. The roller coaster filled up, so at least that's working. I'm glad I put that in. And they're actually, some of the customers and guests are using some of the different rides within the factory itself. This is me trying to get it uploaded to the workbench, which I did. It's there. I'll let my friend know, and maybe he can go and check it out. Now that the update is out, there's a new update. It's about $25. Actually, that's not a bad price for a DLC. So I'm gonna payday. I'm gonna get me a card. I'll redeem it, and then I'll go ahead and buy the add-on, so we can do a parade. Because actually, now that I finish this part, the parade route would be a good thing to have put together to create a line that was maybe loading and unloading, or I could create a forklift. I could have created a couple of trucks that could have been hauling stuff out. But I don't know, maybe next time around I'll see what I can do. Because it looks like there's different type of things you can do with floats and create different floats and stuff. So that could be interesting. I'm looking forward to playing around with that. But the park is done. I got a couple things I've been working on off Coaster Planet. I'm doing something with Lego Worlds. I've been watching a lot of videos about Beyond the Brick, and a lot of the major big old builds that they have. And I'm thinking, some of those could be built in Lego World. So there's an idea there that I'm going to kind of play around with, because I don't have a lot of room here at the house to actually build a whole city, but I have all kinds of room within the game. So we'll see what we can do. I did create some other stuff in Lego World, but I can't find it. I think it's on another PlayStation that right now doesn't have any controllers I can work with, so it's kind of, the files are locked up within the machine. But I found with my laptop, using Steam, that there are games that I have bought in Steam that I can download onto the laptop. one of them is Lego Worlds. So I can actually sit there with, oh, I got somebody in the pool. All right, so he's actually using my pool. Like I said, it's going to take a little bit for a lot of people to wander up into this area. Most of them go over here to the roller coaster. I've seen a couple people in the pool, not this other pool here by the water. Haven't seen no one in there yet, but that's all right. It's all part of the look. I was looking at, watching some of the guests on the inside of the factory. They kept stopping and looking up. I'm like, hey, what are they looking? And they were watching the fireworks. They're watching. So there's groups of them inside the factory that stopped and watched the fireworks that are being shot up out of the forklift ride. And there's some over there by the Hats Off ride. There's my forklift. Forklifts are us. I think that's the ride there. We have the paint booth. There's Heads Will Turn. Hats Off. Kind of indicating that you take one hat off and put another one on to indicate that you've been promoted or you got a different job. Or the white hats usually are management. Orange hats are your employees, and maybe green might be foreman, like your foreman might. Depending upon what organization you work for, might determine what color hats people wear. I never got to wear a white hat, but I was an inspector once. I did a little bit of lab work and QC&I, quality control, when I was a guardsman. So I know a little bit about it, but yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. There's a lot of paperwork involved too. You can't just sit there and go, okay, you can't do that anymore. You gotta have a reason. You gotta find the TOs. You gotta find the orders, the different things saying this is what you can and can't do, and then you gotta show that it wasn't being followed, or you get a change and then they start following because QC is watching. Okay, let's do a script flip. Okay, musics, transitions, video, audio, all's good. Okay, do a script flip and we can open up the park. Alright, we'll move on to our next park. We'll do some Lego World stuff, and we'll see you when they put some more stuff out. Okay, thank you everybody. Thank you very much. Go ahead. Good boy, so you got it.
Right now, always put it in the can around the shelf. Yelling studio, thank you, Lego, Grezzel, and Dad. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for following. Okay, let's slide this script flip down to the end.
Yeah, from ELE Studio, from all Grezzel and everybody here, thank you for watching and thank you for following. We're good.